Project Z Garage. I'm working on another task here in the home, and I figured I would take you guys along for the install, setup, assembly, whatever you want to call it. The missus wants a table or a stand or whatever to go behind the couch behind me. Let me zoom out. Wants a table behind me, behind the couch, by the window, to put her plants on. So she found this online on Amazon, and it's a pretty small table that should fit behind her relatively nicely. It's about, let's see what the dimensions is on this. It's probably under a foot wide by, I don't know, 3 feet long. Does it have the dimensions here? Well, I will put those in the description below just to confirm the size, but it's just a small table that will fit behind the couch by the window so the plants can get some more sunlight. Let's open this up and see what we have. Alright guys, we got the box open, we got all the parts out. It's only 6 pieces. A lot of it's already assembled. As you can see here, we have the sides, which it seems, it's not a very heavyweight table. It's for light use. I don't think it's meant for a ton of weight. Some plants, some light knickknacks, pictures, stuff like that. But I think it'll work pretty nice behind the couch. The couch is kind of high, so we ended up also getting these furniture risers, which gives us an extra 3 to 8 inches of lift, which we might use under the table to lift it up behind the couch to get it closer to the windowsill. Well, we'll see how it looks once we put it all together, and we'll see what happens. But it's pretty straightforward. It has little directions here, which are labeled each piece with a number. That all looks good. It was packed pretty well. The name of this company for this table is called Lifewit. Let's start getting this put together. I mean, it seemed to be very well packed. The tabletop looks like it's supposed to be kind of like a oak or walnut style. I'm pretty sure it's not real walnut, but it's like a simulated walnut look on the top. And it was relatively cheap, so I think it will do for what we're looking for, or it will handle the task that we're looking for it to do. Now, everything comes, I thought we might need a screwdriver or something, but it's just a bunch of Allen head screws, and it comes with an Allen wrench to put it all together, which is great. It all looks to be the same exact screw, so you can't get it wrong. And what we're first going to do is put the legs together and the base, and then put the top on. The top panel on top of the legs once we got those put together. So from the directions, we're looking for the 2 long rods here, which has the holes in the middle. Those have to be facing upward. So let's start putting this together. It looks really simple. I mean, 12 screws, 6 pieces, it really should be pretty easy to put together. I think the hardest part is just holding everything together as you're doing it. But let's loosely put it together, and we will go from there. Now let's see, the 2 go for the top. Alright guys, so I mean this was a quick assembly, as you can see. 6 pieces, 12 screws, all the same size, so it's going to be very hard to mess this up. It does come with directions, very simple, just a bunch of, like a couple of images just showing you where things go, and explaining that the 2 arms that run across the front and the back, there's a hole that goes through them so that you can put the other 2 screws through to secure the top of it, and that's pretty much it. Very simple, it's nice, it has a nice look to it. You know, for what we're going to use it for, is to hold some plants behind the couch behind me so they can get some light. It's great. Now, the height, we're going to have to mess with. You know, she wants it to be the height of the sill of the window, because if it's too low, it's not going to get enough light, so on. So that's why we got these furniture risers. And the great thing about this, anyone can do it. It comes with the tool you need to do the install. It has the correct Allen wrench to put it together, and it took what, all of 5 minutes to put together. Now, these risers, I think this is really meant for a bed, but we figured it would work in the same situation. These are good up to 1,300 pounds. This can definitely not handle 1,300 pounds, but these risers says it's good for 1,300 pounds. They can lift your furniture up from 3 to 8 inches of additional space or height, and it's customizable, meaning most likely you can stack them to get that height. So just to give you an idea what it looks like, it's just simple. Looks like plastic material, and you put this on the floor, you put the legs in there. It has a lip so the legs can't slip off, and that's it. It'll give you that extra 3 to 8 inches that you need for any type of to raise any type of furniture. I guess you can use this on anything that's kind of hidden, where you can't see the bottom of the furniture, because I don't know how great this will look, you know, if it's visible. For beds and things like that, I think that's the majority of what you're going to use this for. Maybe desks, if you have a desk that's too low and you can't get a chair under it or something like that. But I don't know how much I would like to see this out in the open. For this, where it's going to be hidden behind the couch, you can't see behind the couch, like you can't walk around it, you know, it's up against by the window, there's only enough room to probably fit this. And you know what? Let's get some measurements, because I did not see any measurements on the box. I'm sure when she ordered it, it had measurements in the description, but let me get a measuring tape and give you the exact measurements of this table here. Alright guys, I have my trusty measuring tape here. So let's see what we got. This is exactly 39 inches and a quarter. So that's how long it is. Its width is just shy of a foot, so it's about 11 inches and 3/4, 11 3/4 of an inch. And the height is 28.5 inches from the ground. So those are the exact measurements of it. I'm sure their measurements online are probably rounded, but there you have the exact measurements. So let's install this behind the couch, and I'll show you how it looks after we install the risers and everything else on it. Alright guys, here we have the plant stand table all set up with, we have plants on there. It's positioned where we want it to be. As you can see, it's pretty much the height that she wanted, and you know, it has room to add some pictures and look pretty nice. As we move to the side, you can see the risers that we installed. They are kind of big for the legs, but again, it's behind the couch, no one's going behind there, no one's really gonna see it. So if you want this to be at this height, you might want to look for something higher if it's going to be visible, or even maybe a smaller riser. But again, you know, for the height that we're going up, we used the full 8 inches of riser, so we stacked the two pieces on each other for each of the legs to get the full 8 inches of added height to the table, and it pretty much puts it where she wants it to be, level with the back of the couch. And you know, this way the plants are right by the window and, you know, able to get sunlight and air and everything else once the window's open. That pretty much wraps it up. So if you guys like this video, please hit the like button, the share, subscribe, and we will catch you in the next